Some plants don't just sit there and look nice, they show off without even trying. Rosette succulents do that thing where every leaf stacks perfectly and somehow looks sculpted by hand. They're bold, symmetrical, and dramatic in a quiet, confident way that instantly grabs attention. These are the succulents that make people stop mid-sentence and ask, what plant is that? From tight spirals to wide layered forms, each one feels like living art on a windowsill. They thrive on minimal care but still deliver maximum visual impact every single day. If you love plants that look expensive without being high maintenance, this list is for you. Let's dive into 10 rosette succulents that turn simple pots into serious statement pieces. Painted Lady instantly earns its dramatic reputation because every rosette looks hand-painted with soft pink edges layered over dusty green leaves. This succulent forms tight symmetrical spirals that can reach around 6 to 8 inches wide when mature, which gives it a bold sculptural presence even in small pots. The color contrast becomes stronger with bright light and cooler nights, making it one of those plants that visually changes through the seasons. It stores water efficiently in its thick leaves, which allows it to thrive with watering only every 10 to 14 days in warm months and even less in winter. Painted Lady prefers gritty, well-draining soil and full to bright indirect sunlight, which helps maintain compact growth instead of stretching. What really makes it dramatic is how every rosette grows like a living rose while staying low maintenance and drought tolerant, which is exactly why collectors and designers love using it as a focal succulent. Aeonium Kiwi stands out fast because its rosettes look like they were dipped in color, with creamy centers fading into green and finished with bright pink edges. Each rosette can grow 8 to 12 inches wide, which makes it one of the most eye-catching succulents in any collection. Unlike many succulents, it grows actively in cooler months and can push out multiple rosettes on branching stems, creating a layered, dramatic look. It prefers bright indirect light or gentle morning sun, which keeps the colors bold without stressing the leaves. Watering every 7 to 10 days during active growth keeps it healthy, while well-draining soil prevents root issues. What makes Aeonium Kiwi truly dramatic is how one plant can look like a full living bouquet while still being easy enough for beginners to grow with confidence. Jewel Leaf Plant earns its dramatic look from thick, glossy rosettes that reflect light like polished stone. The leaves stack tightly and can grow 6 to 10 inches across, creating a bold, symmetrical shape that feels almost architectural. Its deep green surface often develops subtle red tones along the edges under bright light, which adds extra visual depth. This plant thrives in bright indirect sunlight and only needs watering every 10 to 14 days since the leaves store plenty of moisture. A gritty, fast-draining soil keeps the roots healthy and prevents rot even in warmer conditions. What makes Jewel Leaf Plant stand out is how it keeps a refined, high-end look year-round while staying tough, drought-tolerant, and incredibly forgiving. Pachyphytum Compactum looks dramatic in a subtle, sculpted way, with thick, geometric leaves packed into perfectly rounded rosettes. The leaves have a frosted bluish-gray tone that almost looks powdered, which helps reflect sunlight and reduce moisture loss. Mature rosettes usually stay compact, around 4 to 6 inches wide, making them ideal for clean, minimal displays. This succulent thrives in bright light and only needs watering every 2 to 3 weeks thanks to its heavy water storage. A fast-draining, mineral-rich soil keeps its roots healthy and supports slow, steady growth. What makes Pachyphytum Compactum special is how it delivers a bold, sculptural presence without needing attention, which is why it is a favorite for modern succulent styling. Echeveria Black Prince brings instant drama with deep burgundy leaves that almost look black under bright light. The rosettes stay compact at around 4 to 6 inches wide, but the color intensity makes them feel much larger and bolder. Strong sunlight helps deepen the dark tones while keeping the rosette tight and symmetrical. It prefers watering about every 10 to 14 days and even less during cooler months since the leaves hold moisture efficiently. A gritty, well-draining soil is key to preventing root problems and keeping growth balanced. What makes Black Prince unforgettable is how it delivers rich, moody color and sharp contrast in a plant that stays easygoing and drought-tolerant. Echeveria Gibbiflora brings drama through sheer size and bold structure, with rosettes that can easily reach 12 to 18 inches wide when fully mature. The broad, paddle-shaped leaves stack outward in powerful layers, creating a statement plant that dominates any pot or garden space. Strong light encourages richer leaf tones that range from soft green to reddish bronze along the edges, which adds depth and contrast. Because of its large leaves, it stores significant moisture and only needs watering about every 10 to 14 days in warm seasons. It performs best in bright sunlight with fast-draining soil that keeps roots dry and stable. What makes Echeveria Gibbiflora truly dramatic is how one single rosette can look like a living sculpture while still staying tough, drought-tolerant, and surprisingly easy to maintain. String of Buttons creates drama in a totally different way by stacking triangular leaves tightly along upright stems that look like living towers. Each leaf has soft blue-green tones with pink edges that become more intense under bright light. As the plant matures, it can grow 6 to 12 inches tall and often produces multiple stems, which adds movement and depth to arrangements. It thrives in bright sunlight and only needs watering every 10 to 14 days since the leaves store moisture efficiently. Well-draining, gritty soil is essential to keep the stems firm and prevent rot. What makes String of Buttons stand out is how it turns a simple vertical form into a bold sculptural accent while staying incredibly low maintenance and beginner-friendly. Crassula Buddha Temple looks dramatic because its leaves stack in perfect square columns that resemble a living architectural tower. Each plant grows slowly to about 6 to 8 inches tall, but the precise symmetry makes it feel much more powerful visually. The tightly packed gray-green leaves help reduce water loss, which allows it to thrive on watering every 2 to 3 weeks. Bright light keeps the structure compact and sharp, while low light can cause the form to loosen and lose definition. It performs best in gritty, fast-draining soil that prevents moisture from sitting around the roots. What makes this plant unforgettable is how it turns pure structure and patience into a bold statement piece that looks rare, artistic, and surprisingly easy to care for. Aeonium Zwartkop delivers pure drama with large glossy rosettes that shift from deep green to almost black under strong sunlight. Each rosette can grow up to 12 inches wide and sits on thick branching stems, which gives the plant a bold tree-like presence. Unlike many succulents, it grows most actively in cooler months and can produce clusters of rosettes that look like dark flowers frozen in motion. Bright light keeps the color rich, while moderate watering every 7 to 10 days during active growth supports healthy leaves. Well-draining soil is essential since the stems store water and dislike soggy roots. What makes Aeonium Zwartkop so striking is how it combines size, color, and form into one plant that looks intense, dramatic, and impossible to ignore. Jade Necklace brings a softer kind of drama with trailing stems covered in rounded bead-like leaves that catch light beautifully. The plant can trail 12 to 24 inches long, which makes it perfect for hanging pots or shelf edges. Bright light encourages tighter growth and subtle red tones along the leaf edges, which adds extra visual interest. It only needs watering every 10 to 14 days since the leaves store moisture efficiently. A well-draining soil mix keeps the stems healthy and prevents rot over time. What makes Jade Necklace special is how it combines movement, texture, and shine into a low-effort succulent that still looks rich and eye-catching. If you love succulents that feel more like living artwork, these dramatic rosette growers are hard to beat. They prove that you do not need constant care to enjoy bold structure, rich color, and serious visual impact. With the right light and a simple watering routine, these plants reward you with form and symmetry that never gets old. If this list helped you discover a new favorite, hit like and share it with another plant lover. And if you want more standout succulents and easy care tips, subscribe and stay rooted with the channel.